Raphael Dawkins with the Comeback Radio, and today we're looking at the words of Frank Warren. Well, it's Frank Warren speaking the words of Tyson Fury, and he had some very interesting things to say. So let's get into it without delay.
And there was more talk with Fury this week saying, oh, he might not get out till February 2021. Has he spoken to you at all?
I spoke to him this morning. That ain't happening.
No.
He's fighting this year. He doesn't want that, and I don't want it for him, and he certainly doesn't want it. And he wants that fight to happen this year by hook or by crook, or if not, another fight. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, we want to fulfill his contractual commitment, but he's not going to wait till February. That can't happen.
And is it a case of him wanting to have something to aim for? Because we know Tyson's so much more.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to Dave. He was quite frustrated the day when that came out, and it came out. I mean, I was unaware of it. It came out of the blue, but he doesn't want it, and we don't. And he said to me, "I want to fight this year." So that's my job, to make sure he fights this year.
Did he name any names? I know he's normally...
No, we didn't even get there. He wants to honour his contractual commitment. That's what he wants to do.
Who would you like to put him in there if he's good?
Anthony Joshua.
Straight away?
Yeah.
Even at the moment...
What fight is everybody... Let's cut through it. Yeah. What's the fight everybody wants to see? Everybody. I don't want to hear about Dillian Whyte. I don't want to hear about all these guys. The fight everybody wants to see, that is the fight. Any world boxing, but certainly British boxing fan, that's the fight we all want to see. All the others, you got that list, and you put out a poll on BT and said, right, vote for what fight. No one would vote. I don't believe hardly anyone would vote for the other fights. And if we did that, let's get the Dillian Whyte against Daniel Dubois. Let's get to Joe Joyce against Chisora. Let's give the fans...
He's a cheeky pop. He's is Frank Warren, isn't he? Let's give the fans Dubois v. White. Like White is some kind of idiot. There's some proper Mickey taking going on there. Some proper Mickey taking. Frank Warren saying that they've only just heard of it. They've only just heard of the words of Bob Arum. You'll recall Bob Arum said that he doesn't think the fight's going to work out this year without crowds. So they're looking at pushing it back till next year, 2021, February next year. Well, Frank Warren comes out and says, well, hold on a second. We've only just heard about that. What's going on? We've only just heard about that. We are not interested in waiting. And more importantly, Tyson Fury is not interested in waiting. He wants to get it on. He said rather than wait, he wants a fight. And the person he wants to fight is none other than Anthony Joshua. So that's interesting. They want Anthony Joshua straight away. But I put it to you that there is another man. There is another man who would make more sense for them to fight. And he goes by the name of Dillian Whyte. That makes way more sense to fight Whyte in this down period. If they want to get Whyte out of the way and they're confident that they can get Whyte out of the way, then fight Whyte. Then do the rematch with Deontay Wilder. Or the rematch, the trilogy with Deontay Wilder. And then circle back at the end of 2021 to Anthony Joshua. If it all goes well. So that'll be my prescription. If you don't want to wait for Wilder till February 2021, then fight Whyte. Fight Whyte makes more sense in this economic environment. And then fight Joshua at the end of 2021. Fight Whyte, then Wilder, then Joshua. I think it definitely would have to be called lineal if you take care of the top three. There'd be no doubt. You raised all doubt. But if they're talking about fighting Joshua, then I suspect that that would be abroad. That would be overseas. Somewhere like Saudi Arabia, perhaps. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But if that's the case, then why not? Why can't Wilder and Fury go overseas? What's wrong with that? Wasn't there supposed to be some kind of multi-million offer from overseas? Whatever happened to that? So the plot thickens. things are far from settled. But one thing's for sure, Tyson Fury is not a happy camper. He doesn't want to wait. He don't want to wait for Deontay Wilder. He don't want to wait for the bronze bomber till February. He wants to get it on. And if Wilder decides not ready, then he's more than happy to go elsewhere, preferably with Anthony Joshua, until Team Wilder say they're ready to go. It's an interesting situation. Very interesting situation. So it's going to be interesting. The meeting is going to be interesting. They're not happy with Bob Arum's proposal. Neither is Frank Warren or Tyson Fury. So all we can do is watch this space and see how things develop. You can be sure I'll keep you posted. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, it's the subscribe, it's the comments, it's the shares. And it is the hitting that bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. And look out for the live shows. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. In the meantime, it's the Raphael Dawkins. And I'm out.